Hi everybody, happy Monday afternoon. I hope everybody had a great 4th of July weekend and got to get out, enjoy some sunshine, and enjoy family time and everything. Alright, so today I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about kidney stones and gallstones in particular, and some things that you can do to avoid them and be preventative, and then some things that you can do while you're actually experiencing them, or if you are prone to getting them or have in the past. Alright, so first we'll talk about what we need to avoid, and I'm pretty sure you all can guess the first and foremost thing that we always talk about and always tell you to avoid, which would be sugar. So sugar can cause gallstones very easily and very quickly, especially when you may not be as good at keeping up on your water intake and your hydration level. In particular, what we see a lot of gallstones come from, and the source of that sugar is corn syrup. So whether that's high fructose corn syrup or regular corn syrup, that causes a lot of stress on the body. It's hard to digest, and it's also a combination of a sugar and a chemical, because a lot of the cornstarch and things like that is coming from a modified source of corn. So on top of that, you kind of have like a double whammy going on. And to go farther into that, what we're seeing that source of corn syrup come from is a pop source, things like juices, canned fruits, candies, treats, those sort of things. But I would say the number one thing that people are receiving corn syrup from is from pop and soda and things like that. That's the highest amount of consumed sugar in America, is people getting those types of sugars from pop, sports drinks, and juices. So what we want to do is work on eliminating those first, and then in return increasing your water intake, because when we're drinking things like pops and sodas and such, and coffee, that sort of drink, those are naturally dehydrating us. Along with that, we can talk about alcohol consumption. So alcohol is really bad for gallstones and kidney stones, because obviously our kidneys are a part of our detoxification organs, and getting alcohol out of our systems would be a part of their job. So that just puts more stress and strain on them, so in return can cause those kidney stones and have them be an issue. Gallstones, or alcohol, also bothers the gallbladder in terms of digestion and actually digesting it overall. So it's pretty stressful to both of those organs. And then also what can happen to, with alcohol, if you're mixing it with something in particular like pop or juice or anything like that, which is a common occurrence, kind of is again a double whammy there. So staying hydrated, avoiding things like pops and alcohols are important when you're dealing with this type of issue. And then also in particular gallstones, you want to be avoiding low quality fats. So what I mean by that are highly processed fats that you could be eating, which more than likely are coming from things like when you're eating outside at a restaurant. So fried foods, things like peanut oils, a lot of times our food is fried in peanut oil when you're out. Things like vegetable oils are going to be a huge issue for the gallbladder, because if the gallbladder is already under stress due to gallstones, and then to take on the task of digesting such a processed fat and a low quality fat is going to just increase the stress that much more. So avoiding those processed fats is going to be a part of keeping your gallbladder healthy and avoiding gallstones. Another thing you can do for both ends of the spectrum, gallstones and kidney stones, is you can avoid using table salt. So by table salt, I mean like bleached, ionized, white salt, Morton salt that you would get usually at like restaurants, and I'm sure some of us have it in our homes, and making the swap for table salt to Celtic sea salt or pink Himalayan salt is going to make a huge difference, because we still need those good minerals in that salt intake, but you don't need to be consuming it in a harmful way. So no table salt, avoiding alcohol, avoiding sugary foods, especially corn syrup, are the things that you can do to be preventative and avoid getting kidney stones, getting gallstones. Now, the things that you can do to help when you get them or to be preventative as well, you could use apple cider vinegar every day. Highly recommend it if you're experiencing any of these symptoms and you're not using it. So you could do like a teaspoon in water in the morning and a teaspoon in water at night would be appropriate. I say please put it in water because if you're taking it straight, it actually has the potential to burn your esophagus and hurt your teeth as well. So make sure that you're using it in water and consuming it that way. And speaking of water, like I said, you want to stay hydrated and you want to make sure that you're drinking plenty of water. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, I drink my water, but I put XYZ in it, or I put like Crystal Light or Mio, that sort of thing. Essentially, your body doesn't recognize that as pure water. So consuming pure water is really important. And every once in a while, obviously, it's nice to add flavor to it or add something to it to have it tasting better. When you're adding things like that, a good thing to consider to add to your water would be some fresh lemon juice. Lemon is really good at detoxifying the kidneys and helping things get at a good pH. So along with the lemons, the apple cider vinegar is going to help balance your pH, which is going to be an important process in avoiding and reducing gallstones and kidney stones. And then you'll want to focus on, especially with both of these, I guess, scenarios, you want to focus on easy to digest proteins. So our kidneys take on some dealing with digesting proteins, and our gallbladder is really important and essential for digesting fat. So when your gallbladder is under stress, what we want to do to help alleviate that stress, but we don't want to completely cut out or avoid animal meats because they are very healing to the body. You just want to identify the ones that are easier to digest and good for your body to continue to heal. So things like eggs are going to be important during this time. Things like seafood and fish are going to be really important at this time. They're much easier to digest, especially your lighter fishes. Like if you got some whitefish or cod, something like that, that's not very heavy fish, you're going to have a easier time digesting that. It'll be a little bit more enjoyable. And then when you look at other meats like chicken or beef or anything like that, at this time, I know we usually encourage you to eat the more fat-dense meats and beefs and chickens, but if you're going through any kidney stones or gallstones, you're going to want to actually consume more of a leaner meat during that time. So a little bit leaner of ground beef. If you're going to do chickens, I would recommend things like chicken breasts over chicken thighs during the time being, but as long as you're still consuming that good high quality protein, that's going to be pretty essential for getting that in to let your body actually heal. All right, so we'll do a little quick recap. So avoiding sugars, especially corn syrups, pops, that sort of thing, sports drinks, avoid those at all costs. I would just completely cut them out. Then as far as other things go that you're wanting to avoid, alcohol consumption, you need to reduce or totally avoid that as well. And then avoiding your to-go foods, your restaurant foods would be a good idea too. Unfortunately, I know it's easier to go out to eat sometimes, but opt for like a salad or something like that versus getting anything that's deep fried or even cooked on the grill. They might use some low quality fats, so avoiding those things is good. And then stay hydrated. About half your body weight in fluid ounces of water a day is ideal. If you can do more, then awesome, especially during the summertime when we're sweating out all our good stuff and all our good electrolytes and all of that. All right, well, I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you have any questions about gallstones or kidney stones, please feel free to leave a comment below and we'd be happy to answer those. Thursday, Dr. Shannon's going to be speaking, and I can't remember off the top of my head what topic she'll be speaking on, but she will be giving you guys a video on Thursday. And just a friendly reminder that we are going to be opening on Thursday, starting this Thursday the 9th, and our hours are going to be from 8:30 to 4:30. So we'd love to get you guys in for any appointments for those of you who need them. We do have a couple left this week, and we hope you guys are having a great Monday, and we will see you soon.